So in this video, we're going to take a look at working with datacard variables from VBA. In here, I've got SOLIDWORKS 2023. I also have SOLIDWORKS PDM Professional 2023 as well. And I'm going to go to create a new macro, go to Tools, Macro, and then click on New here. It's going to prompt us to create a new macro. I'm going to call this one datacard, and that's gonna bring the VBA editor here. Just resize this. Awesome. This is not our first PDM video. We have another video on the Blue Byte channel and on LinkedIn as well that talks about how to check files in and out of the vault. So go check that out. Actually, I'll put a link to that video in the description of this one, and it gives you more details on how to get started with writing or automating SOLIDWORKS PDM from VBA or from within a SOLIDWORKS VBA. All right, so we're going to do some of the things that we already done in the previous video as far as setting the references correctly and then connecting to the vault. So I'm going to run through those very quickly without a lot of explanation. So the first thing that needs done is to set the references correctly. I'm going to look for PDM Works Enterprise. Should be somewhere here on the list. All these elements are organized alphabetically, so it's easy to find it. So PDM Works Enterprise, the year, and then type library. Select that or check that, and then click OK. And then I'm gonna change this to SOLIDWORKS.SOLIDWORKS. Now thinking about this, I don't think we even need to make that change because we're going to be working with actual SOLIDWORKS files and we're not going to open them in SOLIDWORKS. So completely unnecessary. So you can even delete this for that matter and just remove this altogether. So the first thing what we need to do is to actually create a new variable called EDM Vault, and we'll set the type of this variable to be EDM Vault 5. And we'll need another variable for the file path. So we'll call this path a string. We'll need another variable, we'll call it SW file as iEDM file 5. We'll need an additional one for the folder. So SW folder as iEDM folder 5. And then we'll need another variable, we'll call this variable name as string. And finally, we're gonna need another variable. We'll call this variable enumerator iEDM variable or enumerator variable 5. All right, so we'll start with the vault. We'll probably actually need that SW app as SOLIDWORKS. So I'll take back what I said there because when connecting to the SOLIDWORKS or when connecting to the vault, we're going to need the handle of the host application that's going to be running this code. So we're going to need the handle of the SOLIDWORKS window. So we'll do SW app equal to application dot SOLIDWORKS, and I'll add a variable declaration here for the handle. I also need an additional declaration, and guys, bear with me for a second here as we finish up with these declarations. So SW frame as frame. So this is the object that represents the SOLIDWORKS window, and it has a method that returns the window handle that we're going to need. So let's do set SW frame equals to SW app dot frame, and then we'll do handle equals to SW frame get HW window, which is the window handle, and then we'll just do a debug print real quick here just to print that handle. And if I were to press, and then we get the long that represents the window handle. Nice. Let's remove this, and now we can start our actual VBA, our actual PDM API code. So we'll say connect to Vault, and we'll just set EDM Vault to be equal to new EDM Vault 5, and then we'll do edm vault.login auto, and you can make the case that create a new variable specifically for the vault name, put it up here. I need to do that, so I'll just specify my vault name here, my local vault will byte, and then specify the handle, and this will automatically log us into PDM. And then once we're logged in, we can go and get the set SW file equal to edm vault get file from path is the method that we're going to need. This method lives in the iEDM Vault 5, which is the top level PDM API object, and allows us to get the iEDM file 5, which is the object that represents a file in PDM from a complete file path. So we do have that file path, we just don't have it set yet. So we'll do path, and then for the second variable here, it's going to be the SW folder. So let's do path equals to, and I need to go and get the full path of just a random file. I'm going to use the Blue Byte CLI here to quickly browse into my sandbox. So cd sandbox and then cd grill. All right. And then I can just do start dot here, and that's going to open up this PDM or this Vault path in File Explorer. It takes a second, but it brings it. I'm just going to select the wheel, right click on it, and then go to copy as path. If I can see it, there it is. So copy as path, paste, and there you go. We have our file. We'll do a quick debug print here just to see the file name. So if I click here, start, it should print the file name, which it does. Nice. So we're getting closer and closer here to the actual file, to the data card, right? So in order to be able to set a data card variable, the file needs to be checked out. So we need to check out the file. So SW file.log, which means check it out. We need the folder path, the folder ID, and we need the handle. Both of these things we already have. You can do a little check. So if file is locked equal false, then check out the file. So we only check out the file if we have to. So if it's checked in, meaning that there are no locks, then go ahead and check that file or check out that file. And then we can go and get the variable enumerator. So we'll do set. Let's just add, let's add SW to this one here. So SW, and call this SW enumerator variable just to be more consistent. Scroll down, set it equal to SW file enumerator variable, and then we can simply use enumerator variable set var, and we can specify a variable name here. So variable name configuration, we'll do the add tab, and then this will be the value. We'll call this new. And I need to remove this extra parentheses. Okay, so we need to set this to be equal to description. This needs to be a data card variable. If it's not a data card variable, then this might not work, because this parameter here, only if part of card. If we set this to true, then this would only work if the variable is part of the data card. If it's set to false, then I think this should work fine, even if the variable we're trying to target is not part of the data card. So we'll clear this, and then we'll go back here and then select the wheel, look at the add tab here. We can see, yes, that the description has been changed. Awesome. All right, this is how you set the data card variables of a PDM file from VBA. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or share this on LinkedIn. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly or post it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.